Johannes Brahms by Brittany Kenningstein. Life of Johannes Brahms. Johannes Brahms was born May 7, 1833 in Hamburg, Germany to Johanna and Jacob Brahms. Brahms died April 3, 1897 in Vienna, Austria, 1 month after his last performance due to complications from cancer. Brahms started music at an early age due to his father playing the double bass and horn in Hamburg Philharmonic Society. Brahms studied under his father until he was 7 years old. Brahms never married or had any children, but he did have a close relationship with Clara Schumann, Robert Schumann's wife, after he went mentally mad and cared for her family. Education and training. At age 7, Brahms went on to have piano lessons with F.W. Kossel. 3 years later, at age 10, Kossel passed Brahms on to his own teacher, Eduard Markson. Between ages 14 and 16, Brahms earned money to help his family by playing in rough inns in the dock area of Hamburg, and meanwhile composing and sometimes giving recitals. In 1853, Brahms was introduced to Robert Schumann. Schumann claimed Brahms as a young eagle and praised him for his compositions. In a journal, Schumann launched Brahms into public view and was destined to give ideal expressions to the times. Between 1857 and 1860, Brahms moved between the court of Detmold, where he taught the piano and conducted a choral society, while in 1859 he was appointed conductor of women's choir in Hamburg. By 1872, he was principal conductor of Society of Friends of Music, and for 3 seasons he directed Vienna Philharmonic Orchestra. Year and genre. Brahms is known as a controversial composer in the Romantic period. Brahms created genres including 21 Hungarian dances, 144 German folk songs for piano or voice, 4 symphonies, 2 serenades, 2 overtures, 4 concertos, one being a double concerto with cello and violin, 2 dozen chamber music pieces, and multiple piano, vocal, and choral music. Styles, forms, and techniques. In 1850, he met Eduard Romian, a Jewish Hungarian violinist, with whom he gave concerts and from whom he learned something of Roma, which is gypsy music, influence that remained with him always. Definitive works. One work we all know as babies is the Brahms Lullaby. Other pieces are Hungarian dances, string sextet in B-flat major, piano concerto No. 1 in D minor, and a German requiem was finished in remembrance of his mother. This is my musical selection, Hungarian Dance No. 5 in G minor. The musical breakdown. This was intended to originally have 2 pianos or 4-hand piano. It eventually went to string quartet and then also went to full orchestra. Functions and composition, description of thematic material. Folk dance was based mainly on Roma gypsy style. Description of work. Rhythm is done with a quick tempo. Melody and themes, Hungarian folk, gives a cultural feeling and energetic dance of celebration. Harmony, texture, and tonality. The harmony is flawless and flows together with strings and woodwinds. Timbre, tone color is set as energetic, hearing the whole orchestra and the percussion in the middle. You have the switching back and forth from strings and woodwinds. Dynamics. The start of the song begins very loudly and becomes softer and returns loud again. The song also has ups and downs with slowing down and getting faster. The song also ends on a sharp high note as well. Use of form is strophic form. Overall, the piece is very energetic and fast. It gives a feeling of celebration. The fast tempo gives your attention and movement between full orchestra and single areas such as percussion, woods, and strings captivate the melody and add to the style of energy, charm, and grabs the audience's attention. You can also find these famous songs, mainly the Hungarian dances, in movies such as Pinocchio. Brahms also has some works that are in Despicable Me, and then there are also television shows that also use his works.